नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य गुणवृत्ति इति विषये अभ्यासं कुर्मः। Today we shall study about guna and ruddhi. येनाक्षरसमां नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्च ज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। अज्ञानान्दस्य लोकस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। Today we shall learn about guna and hruddhi. These are very popular terms, guna and hruddhi, in our conventional grammar classes also. The very first sutras of Ashtadhyayi deal with guna and hruddhi. These are the first 6 sutras of Ashtadhyayi: 111, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Ruddhiradaich adeng gunaha iko guna ruddhi na dhatu lopa ardha dhatuke miticha didi vevitam. We shall study these three, the first 3 in this video, and we shall learn the rest in the next video. The first sutra is Ruddhiradaich. Ruddhihi at aich. There is visarga sandhi between ruddhi and ar, so it is ruddhir at visargasya repaha, and between at and aich it is jastva, takarasya dakaradeshaha. Ruddhihi, all these 3 words are in pratama ekavachana. Ruddhihi at aich. At means dirgha a, and aich means I and au. I ouch. I and au are represented by aich. So a, I and au, these 3 are called as ruddhi. Here this presence of takara is for taparakarana, means to denote tatkalika varna. It means to denote, here the aich letters are present after takara, so it restricts the ruddhi sangna to only dirgha I and dirgha au. Because of the presence of takara, the pluta I and the pluta au, they are not called as ruddhi. So, and for a, that takara is not needed, because anyway, even if it is represented as just a, it doesn't represent rasva and pluta version, because it is not present in Maheshwara Sutras. So dirgha a means a only. So this takara is for aich. Dirgha hai and dirgha hau and dirgha akara. These 3 are called as ruddhihi, is the meaning of this sutra. Panini Maharshi, the first describes or defines the terms, defines the Sangna Ruddhi. Then he uses that term in many sutras later in Ashtadhyayi. Few examples are Ruddhi Rechihi. In this sutra, the exact word Ruddhihi is used, and in Bruje Ruddhihi, like that. In many sutras, the word Ruddhihi is used. Ruddhi Rechi, the well-known Ruddhi Sandhi Sutra. Here, akara combines with H letters, A, O, I, O, any one of those 4 H letters, and the resultant letter is a Ruddhi letter. So it is called as Ruddhi Sandhi. Since the Adesha in these four cases is always a Ruddhi letter. This Sandhi is called as Ruddhi Sandhi. Usually the Sandhis are named based on the Adesha in that Sandhis. In Ruddhi Sandhi, the Adesha is always Ruddhi. In Guna Sandhi, the Adesha is always Guna letters, like that. In End Sandhi, the Adesha is End letters. Ruddhi Rechi, A plus A is equal to Ruddhi. For example, A plus A becomes I, because I is a Ruddhi letter. A plus I again becomes I, because Ruddhi is the I is the Ruddhi letter. A plus O is equal to Au, because this resembles this O. So A plus O is equal to Au, and A plus Au is equal to again Au only. That's about Ruddhi Rechi. Mruje Ruddhihi. Mruj Dhatu undergoes Ruddhi Adesha is the meaning of this sutra. Consider the Pratyaya Aniyar. It is a Krut Ardha Dhatuka Pratyaya. So, in presence of this Pratyaya, Mruj undergoes Ruddhi Adesha. In Aniyar, Refa is it by Halantyam and it gets deleted. So, Aniya is the Drushya Rupa of that Pratyaya. So, in presence of this Pratyaya, Mruj undergoes Ruddhi Adesha. Here, Rukara of Ruddhi undergoes Ruddhi. So, Rukarasya Ruddhihi, among these and we have already know that whenever an letters a, e, u come as an adesha to Rukara, they come along with Refa. So it is R, not just A, it is R. So Mru becomes Mar, Mruj becomes Marj, Marjaniya is the final form from this combination of the Pratyaya and Dhatu and Pratyaya. This is about Ruddhi Radhech. By this sutra, Ruddhi, the term, the Sangna Ruddhi is defined as A, I, and How. These three letters are called as Ruddhi. The second sutra is Adengunaha. Padacheda is At, Eng, Gunaha. Here Tapara Karana, this Takara is for Akara also, and it is for Eng letters also. So only Rasva Akara is called as Guna. If we just mention A, it represents all its Savarnas, since the A is not an Adesha here. So we want only Rasva Akara. So we have added Takara. So At means Rasvakara. Similarly, T plus Eng, Teng. Teng means only those Eng letters which have the only those Dirgha Eng letters, not the Pluta Eng letters. Only Dirgha A and Dirgha O are called as Guna, not the Pluta O or Pluta A. So Rasvakara, Dirgha Ekara, Dirgha Okara. These three letters are called as Gunaha. Again, it is defined here and it is used in various sutras later in Ashtadhyayi. Examples are Ad Gunaha. It is a sutra for Gunasandhi. By this sutra, Akara combines with Ik letters to form a Guna letter. A plus C and E combine to form A. Akara, Akaraha Ukarena Saha Militva Okaraha iti Adeshaha Tayoho Ekaha Adeshaha Bhavati. Evam Eva Rukaraha Akaraha Rukarena Saha Militva Ariti Rupam Prapnoti. A plus L is equal to Hal. Here Urandraparaha, here also Urandraparaha. It means Refa. If Rukara, if it is replaced by an and letter, it comes with Refa. Similarly, here also Lakara. Then we shall study about this sutra in detail later. Midir Gunaha. Mid Dhatu gets Gunadesha in presence of a Shit Pratyaya. Shit Pratyaya. Here, Shan is a Shit Pratyaya because Shakara is an letter in this Vikarna Pratyaya. This is the Vikarna Pratyaya of the fourth Gana, Divadi Gana. So here Shakara is in it letter. So it is a Shit Pratyaya. In presence of a Shit Pratyaya, mid gets Gunadesha. So in Shen, Shakara and Nakara Rit, they get deleted and Yakara remains. In Tip, Pakara is it by Halantyam and it gets deleted. So it is Mid Yati. Mid undergoes Guna. So Ikarasya Gunaha Ekaraha. Medyati is the final form. These are the prayojana or uses of this sangna in Ashtadhyayi. This third sutra is Iko Guna Ruddhi 113. Ikaha Guna Ruddhi. Ikaha is the Shashti Ekavachana of Ik. Guna Ruddhi is the Prathama Dvivachana of Guna and Ruddhi. Since there are two entities, two words, it is represented in Dvivachana. Like Ari, the Rasva Ikaranta word Ari. In Prathama Vibhaktav, Arihi, Ari, Arayaha. That Ari Dvitiya, Kshamitam. Prathama Dvivachana Rupam. Like that, the Prathama Dvivachana of Ruddhi is Ruddhi. So, Guna Ruddhi means Guna and Ruddhi. Ikaha Guna Ruddhi. Here Ik means, as we know, Ivu, Rulu, these four letters. So, there will be Guna and Ruddhi of only these letters is the meaning of this sutra. It means whenever a sutra dictates Gunadesha or Ruddhi Adesha, that Ruddhi or Gunadesha will happen for only Ik letters, not for other Ach letters, is the meaning. But consider this sutra, Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Yoho. For this sutra, Gunaha, the Anurti of Gunaha comes from the previous sutra, Mider Gunaha. This is 7384. Mider Gunaha is 7382. That we saw here. Oh, this is 82. From that sutra, Gunaha comes as Anurutti for this sutra. So the complete sutra is Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Yoho Gunaha. So in presence of a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya or Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya, there will be Gunadesha. What is a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya and what is an Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya? All the Pratyayas which are attached to a Dhatu are classified into Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya and Ardhadhatuka Pratyaya. Any Pratyaya, it will be either be a Sarvadhatuka or Ardhadhatuka. It cannot be both or it cannot be neither of them. It should either a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya or it should be a Sarvadhatuka or should be a Ardhadhatuka. In simple words, Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya is a Pratyaya which has Shakara as its letters. Shakara as its letter, and all other pratyayas which don't have Shakara as its letter, which are not Shit, which are Ashit, they are called as Ardhadhatuka Pratyayas. And Ting Pratyayas for Lat Lakara, Lot Lakara, Lang Lakara, and Vidiling Lakara. those ting pratyas for these four lakaras, they are also sarvadhatuka pratyayas, and ting pratyayas in all other six lakaras like little, 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 late, then ling, in ling, ashir ling, then lung and lrung. In all those lakaras, tip pratyayas are ardhadhatka pratyayas. In case of ting pratyayas, lat, lot, lung and vidiling. Ting pratyayas of these four lakaras are sarvadhatuka, and of other lakaras they are ardhadhatuka. In case of non-ting pratyayas, if it is not a ting pratyaya, if it has shakaraya sit, if it is a shit pratyaya, it is sarvadhatuka, like shatru, shana, shap, shen. In all these pratyaya, shakara is initiator. So they are all sarvadhatuka pratyayas. If they don't have shakara, if they are ashit, then they are ardhadhatka, like tavya, tavyat, aniyarta, tavatu. All these pratyayas are ardhadhatka pratyayas. What this sutra dictates is, in presence of a sarvadhatuka pratyaya or an ardhadhatuka pratyaya, there will be gunadesha of the anga. Anga means the part on which the pratyaya acts. We shall study about what is an anga, what is an anga in detail in later classes. At this stage, let us assume this is anga. It is the part on which this pratyaya or the effect of this pratyaya is going to happen. So this is anga. So here anga gets gunadesha in presence of a sarvadhatuka or ardhadhatuka pratyaya. Tavya, it is not a thing pratyaya. So in non-thing pratyaya, it should be either shit or ashit. It is ashit. It doesn't have shakaraya sit. So it is ardhadhatuka pratyaya. So in presence of an ardhadhatuka pratyaya, G undergoes gunadesha. So ikarasya gunadesha ekara. So it is jetavya. And ni to lead, ni dhatu in presence of ardhadhatuka krut pratyaya yat, it undergoes gunadesha. E becomes a, ni becomes ne, neya. Similarly, sru plus tumun. Tumun is again, all the examples I have given are ardhadhatuka krut pratyayas. So in presence of tumun pratyaya, ukara undergoes o, gunadesha. The gunadesha is okara. Sru plus tumun becomes srotum. Bhu plus yat. Here bhu undergoes gunadesha, it becomes bo through o. I have given the wrong example. It should be truch. Chakara is sit, it gets deleted. So only through remains, and there will be idagama for this pratyaya and for this dhatu. So bho plus e, it becomes bau plus e, bavi, bavitru. Similarly, mruj, rukarasya gunadesha, dirgha rukarasya gunadesha. In all these cases, ru becomes ar, mruj becomes merj. This is the wrong example I have given, because mruj always gets ruddhi adesha by the sutra mruje ruddhihi. That is one of the exception for this sarvadhatuka ardhadhatuka yoho. So it is not the right example. Let us have some more example. Hru, hru plus h. Here h is ardhadhatuka krut pratyaya. So rukara undergoes gunadesha. It becomes har. So it is har. Then chakara is it in h. So only a remains. Har plus a hara. Similarly, Jru plus Ach is equal to Jara. So in all these cases, equators have undergone Gunadeshaha. Okay. That Marge example which I told as wrong, no? That is also right example for Ekoguna Ruddhi, but not for this sutra. Because there it tells whenever that Ruddhi is mandated for any Anga, that happens only for equators. Ru is an equator, so it undergoes Ruddhi. Anyway, we shall study this in some other cases. Because under this heading Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Yoho, we shall have only the cases of Gunadesha. Now consider this Da plus Tavya. Here the Anga does not as an equator. Dakarottaraha Aksharaha or Varnaha A, Dirgha A. So it is not an equator. Dirgha A is not an equator. So even though there is scope for Gunadesha, Tavya is an Ardhadhatka Pratyaya and Da is a Dhatu. So Dhatu should get Gunadesha in presence of this Pratyaya. So Gunadesha for Dirgha A is Rasva A. So it should become Rasva. But it does not become Rasva. Why? Because this sutra, Eko Gunaruddhi, mandates or it tells that whenever a sutra dictates Gunaruddhi, that Gunaruddhi is only for ik letters, not for other letters. So since A is not a ik letter, this does not undergo Gunadesha. Similarly for Ruddhyadesha also. Whenever there is no ik letter, even though the sutra ordains or mandates Ruddhi Adesha, there will not be any Ruddhi in absence of an ik letter. Okay. Aniyame Niyamakarini Paribhasha. Whenever there is no Niyama, Paribhasha Sutra supports or gives or helps by giving some Niyama. What it means? It means if we find some confusion in applying some sutras, then some other sutras helps in interpreting or analyzing or understanding of that sutras. So those sutras are called as Paribhasha Sutras. We studied this when we were studying types of sutras. For example, consider the sutra Acho Niti. By this sutra, in presence of a Nit Pratyaya or Nit Pratyaya, in which Nakara is Nit letter or Nakara is It letter. In presence of Nit or Nit Pratyayas, Anga gets Ruddhi Adesha and there is Sthani given in the sutra, that is Achaha. Ach letter of the Anga gets Ruddhi is the meaning of this sutra. So here there is no need of any Paribhasha Sutra. So Eko Guna Ruddhi is not required here because Sthani is mentioned clearly in the sutra itself. Achaha Ruddhihi. The Ruddhi comes as Anurutti from the previous sutra. Bruje Ruddhihi. That is 114. This is 115. So in case of Go plus Su, this Su Pratyaya, when it is followed by an Okaranta Pratipadika, Go is a Okaranta Pratipadika, then it is treated like a Nit Pratyaya by this sutra. Goto Nit. By Goto Nit, the Pratama Ekavachana Pratyaya Su is treated as Nit Pratyaya, even though there is no Nakara as it in this Pratyaya, it is treated as Nit for this word. So it is Nit by this sutra Achong Niti. there will be ruddhi of this. So if we consider Iko Guna Ruddhi Paribhasha here, O is not a ik letter, so there should not be Ruddhi Adesha. But the Sthani is mentioned clearly here in the Sutra, Achaha. So there is no confusion in applying this Sutra. So there is no need of the Paribhasha Sutra, Iko Guna Ruddhi. So Niyame Niyamakarini Paribhasha. When there is no Niyama, that which gives the Niyama is Paribhasha, but here Aniyama is not there. There is Niyama. It is clearly mentioned, Achaha. So, Go undergoes Rudyadesha. Vokarasya Rudyadeshaha Aukaraha. So, Gau plus S, then Sakarasya Visargadeshaha Gauho is the Pratama Ekavachana Rupam. So, whenever there is no clue, or when the sutra does not tell the sthani, then only Iko Guna Ruddhi is required. Otherwise, it is not required. Similarly, Ata Upadayaha, immediately the next sutra. This is 115. The next sutra is 116. Ata Upadayaha Ruddhihi. It means Akara in the Upada. Upada means the second last letter or the penultimate letter. It is a second letter from the last. The Takara is last letter. Before that, Akara is there. So that is Upada letter. If it is Akara, it undergoes Rudyadesha is the meaning of this sutra. Again, in presence of Nit or Nit Pratyaya. Consider Gai, it has Nyakara as It, so it is a Nit Pratyaya. So in presence of this Pratyaya, Akara in the Upada, Pakarottara Akaraha, that undergoes Ruddhi, that is Dirgha A, so it becomes part, combining with Akara of Gai, it becomes Pata, lesson. Here also, the Sthani is stated clearly in the sutra. Sthani is Upada Rasva Akaraha. So, even though this Paribhasha Sutra, Iko Guna Ruddhi, ordains or mandates Guna Ruddhi Adesha only for ik letters, that is not applicable here, since this Sthani is clearly mentioned in the sutra itself. Similarly, in Adgunaha, by this sutra, A plus E, they combine together to form A. Here again, Guna, Iko Guna Ruddhi Paribhasha is not applicable, because it is clearly stated that A and E combine to form A or Guna Adesha. So here also there is no need of the Paribhasha Sutra. Similarly, Ruddhirechi, A plus H letters, they combine to form Ruddhi, that is Au. Here also Sthani is clearly mentioned. So we don't expect ik letters to be present here for Ruddhi Adesha, since the Sthani is clear from the sutras. Only if there are no clue or hints mentioned in the sutra about the Sthani, then only we have to consider the Paribhasha Sutra, Iko Guna Ruddhi. For example, in Sarvadhataka Ardhadhataka Yoho, the complete sutra with Anuruti is Sarvadhataka Ardhadhataka Yoho Gunaha. Kasya Gunaha? It is not mentioned there. So then we use Iko Guna Ruddhi. Ikaras ik varnasya eva gunadeshaha va ruddhi adeshaha va bhavati na anyesham. Dalakrutyam. Dalakrutyam means splitting or analyzing the individual words in a sutra. Each word in a sutra will have some purpose. We shall study that by taking each word individually. Ikaha gunaruddhi. Ikaha iti kim? Why ikaha is required? Because Other letters other than ik letters, they don't undergo guna or ruddhi. Consider pa plus truch. Here pa, that a is a non-ik letter. It is not a ik letter, so there will not be guna ruddhi. Truch mandates guna, but that guna will not happen for dirgha a, since it is not a ik letter. So ikaha is required in the sutra. Similarly, rai is a dhatu from vadigana, the first gana. Shab plus tip in latlakara. In shab shakara pakara it a remains, in tip pakara is it ti remains. Now this shab can cause gunadesha of the anga, but there is no ik letter in the dhatu. So by iko gunaruddhi, I cannot undergo gunadesha. So I plus a by echo yavayavaha, by ayadi sandhi, I becomes I, and the final form is rayati. There is no gunadesha here. It is just echo yavayavaha and the varna melanam, combination of letters. Gunaruddhi iti kim? Guna and ruddhi, they come as anurutti from the previous sutras. Adeng ruddhi radhaich, adeng gunaha. Then the next sutra is ikaha. What is the problem? Instead of iko gunaruddhi, if we have only ikaha, ikaha is shashti ekavachana of ikko. Ikaha means the guna and ruddhi, whatever they have mentioned in the previous two sutras, they come in place of ikaha, ik letters. Would be the meaning if only ikaha is there in the sutra, and that is what we want also. Then what is the need of guna and ruddhi again in the sutra is the question. Consider this sutra, diva out 7184. By this sutra, vakara in the this div word, it gets au adeshaha. So vakara will be replaced by au, and there will be anadesha. It becomes di plus au, dyau, dyauho. Visargasya kshamyatam, sakarasya visargadeshaha. Now instead of out, we can rewrite this sutra as diva ruddhihi. Diva ruddhihi. Again, because ruddhi is a how is a ruddhi letter? Instead of out, we can write ruddhi also, diva ruddhihi. In that case, what happens? By iko guna ruddhi, that ruddhi adesha come for the only ik letters. So that vakara cannot get that ruddhi adesha. E instead of vakara, e will get ruddhi adesha. Ikarasya ruddhihi I, it becomes daiv, which is not wanted. We want vakarasya avkaraha. So here out is mentioned, but how is a ruddhi adesh? How is a ruddhi letter? If you don't mention iko guna ruddhi in the sutra, kshamyatam. If you don't mention iko guna kshamyatam, if you don't mention guna ruddhi in the sutra, iko guna ruddhi, then if the sutra is just ikaha, it means the guna letters or ruddhi letters always come in place of ik letters. So this is a ruddhi letter, so it should come in place of an ik letter, but we want this in place of va. By if the sutra is only ikaha, then since au is a ruddhi, it cannot replace vakara. By placing guna ruddhi, it is mandated that the guna letters or ruddhi letters are replaced by are given a substitute for ik letters only when they are given by the word ik, guna or ruddhi. If the sutra has guna or ruddhi, then only this Paribhasha Sutra is applicable. For example, Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Yoho Gunaha. Gunaha is there in the sutra, or it comes as an anurti from the previous sutra. So then only that guna will happen only for ik letters. If the adesha is just a guna letter or ruddhi letter, but it is not given as, it is not given by the terms guna or ruddhi. For example, if the adesha is a, but the sutra does not tell the adesha is guna, it tells just a, then this sutra is not applicable. Paribhasha Sutra, Iko Gunaruddhi. If it had been only Ikaha, the Sutra, if it is only Ikaha, then all Guna letters and Ruddhi letters come in place of Ik letters only. But it is not like, but we don't want that. We want, in cases like this, how should replace Va. In that cases, we don't mention Ruddhi in this Sutra. Instead, we mention Au. So there is no word called as Ruddhi in this Sutra. So by Halontyasya, there is one more Paribhasha Sutra, Halontyasya. By that, we get Aukara in place of Vakara. So Gunaruddhi is required in the Sutra. This is what I am trying to explain. Okay, this is for this session. We shall study some negations, some exception for this Paribhasha Sutra Iko Gunaruddhi in the next video. ಧನ್ಯವಾದः.